What's going on, guys? So today on this SHOKY Quickie, we're taking a look at another new thing from NECA and their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles slash Universal Monsters crossover, and it is April O'Neil as the bride of Frankenstein. And if you were like me, you pre-ordered this a few months ago when they first dropped it, and NECA decided to release this to Target instead of getting it out to the people who pre-ordered it first. So I bought this one at Target while I still have one on pre-order. Because FOMO. Either way, so right here on the cover, we do have some really, really nice artwork. It could be an image that's been drawn over, like of the actual thing. Or just a really cool shot, you know, just really nice artwork. And of course, if you open up the side here, get a nice image of her there with her crazy microphone lightning rod device. That's where she would be if everything was still in there, but because I did an unboxing video for the members over on the main Shoky channel, you don't get that anymore. But nice thing there. Nice yellow lightning coming around from the edge there. It's kind of cool. Almost seems like a TV. And then come to the side and you get all of the figures that are technically out so far, except for Mikey, which it's weird because he came out to some people, but not here. So hopefully he'll be out very shortly. And then come to the back, and you got the shocking tale of April O'Neil as the bride of Frankenstein. Witness all gruesome journalism. Warning, the monster demands a reporter. Ripped from the deadlines. Breaking news, she's alive and electrified. Hair-raising horror. It's actually, funny how they do all that. And then come over here, you get the title. Then come to the bottom, you got warnings. Includes microphone, handbag, spider, lighting, bolts, sigh, rats, interchangeable heads and hands, and no instructions on the bottom down there. And then you come to the top, and you got nice images. There, that's enough of the box. And here we have April, as she do. And yeah, she looks pretty good for a pale girl. And yeah, she's very pale. I'm actually going to darken this just a hair. Oop, that's the wrong way. There we go. And she has a dull bluish gray color for the most part, like, zombie color, or kind of like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. And she is a stitched together woman, so that 100% makes sense. And yeah, it's funny because they sort of capture the look of her regular form from the movie. They've got the jacket over the vest over the dress sort of skirt thing there. And then, you got the kind of mummy wrappage all over everything else. And then they give her the kind of banana peel, which actually really, it does look like an old banana peel. Kind of a cut-off slicker jacket dress at the same time. They added little buggies all over her. It is incredibly well weathered, even down here at the bottom where it's burned away, which is neat. And then you have this hole going down the crazy stitching that comes up and around. Come on, zoom. Thank you. Alright, so that is creepy, not gonna lie. And then, like I said, the arms, fingers, and let's look at that head sculpt. And considering, I don't know that April had any variations in the old toy line when they did this kind of stuff. They might have, and I think this would probably be the one kind of variant they would go for, be Bride of Frankenstein, but she does look good, and of course it does look like Judith Hogue at the same time. That is a heck of a neck movement there. The hair molded in, weathered, and then lightly painted with the streaks. The blue eye makeup, blue eyes, blue lips, really, really nice tampo details on the face. The earrings kind of disappear. It's like those should have been painted silver or something, but they're not. And then you have the kind of bolt through the neck. You have the hose that comes down here, almost like she talks through it. Almost like, I don't know. It's freaking weird, if I'm honest. And the head, probably a ball joint, or double ball joint, if I had to guess. Because it doesn't, yeah, it's a ball joint, and that is a whole lot of movement. Because her hair is up, it leaves a lot of room. That's crazy. All right, so see, shoulders, disc hinge. Can get out to at least 90. Could probably go further, but never really want to push it when it comes to NECA stuff. And she can move around nicely. Single jointed elbow. So the elbow is good till about there, but you get some paint rubbage around about there. Maybe it's overspray. And you get rotation there, which is nicely hidden in the wraps. Wrist hinge, always scary. And these are her, expressive hands, for lack of a better term. I think she might have, yep, she does have a lot of ab crunch. Can you see anything going on in there? Probably. Yeah, that's a lot of movement. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then hips can come out surprisingly far due to the split in the skirt, which scares me to pull it any further, if I'm honest. And same thing with forward and back. Limited to the front, probably limited, even more limited to the back, I'm assuming because of booty. Okay, either way. I'm going to assume thigh rotation. Oh, yes. A lot of thigh rotation. Wow, look at that. But then she also has double jointed knees, one pinned, one not, which is interesting. So upper leg is pinless and hinges to about there. I don't think it's going to go too much further. And then the pinned lower knee joint gets you up a little bit further. That's pretty good. And also should allow you to, rotate at that knee joint, which is a little scary, if I'm honest with you. And then she has her big, ridiculous feetums. And can, point her toes down, come back up a little. I'm assuming there's a swivel, but probably not a lot. Oh, yeah, there's some swivel there. But unlike all other versions of April O'Neil so far, because these feet are so thick and planted, she's going to stay standing. Unlike her other versions, who fall over even while on their stands. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just do accessories next. So we'll move her out of the way. And we will check out, whoa. First initial thing. Nice little handbag here, all stitched together, weathered and painted to look like leather. Super creepy metal lock and everything latched in there. A bone sticking out of it. That's funny. Real metal chain though. That's cool. Gotta love that. That's pretty nice. Of course, it matches to a degree the purse that she had in the on the regular version, which we'll look at here in a bit. She does come with 2 science experiment rats. 1 eyeball rat, 1 earball rat. And let's see, this one is standing. This one is crawling. So, and they're tiny, but I mean, you could use them however you want, probably. I think that one image showed it kind of on her shoulder, like, just doing whatever. And as for other little creepy crawlies, she comes with this super tiny plastic spider. Looks very much like a brown knee tarantula. Pretty cool. I think it's actually pretty similar to the one that's inside of Leonardo's shell. That's just kind of stuck on the inside of the shell there. So that's that. She does come with a lightning sai. It's very similar to the ones that Raph comes with, except a much darker handle. Like this is nowhere near as bright. This is a bit more weathered, not as much rust. So it's pretty interesting. Same weapon. And of course, that's our Frankenraff. Let me get the purse in the shot there. Okay, what else we got? Okay, so we got some hands for holding the sai and her other major accessory that's coming up. So this one's got a little bit more of an angle to it, but not too bad. Very simple, kind of small though. I mean, woman's hands, I guess they should be, but don't want to be too sexist when it comes to these things. All right, and let's look at our other head sculpt, which is a bit more alive, a bit more awake. You got some smiling teethers going on, and I think the hair mold is probably the exact same from what I'm looking at. And yeah, see, got the big number 2 molded in there. And I kind of like the straight face. I don't know, like the smirky face is kind of good. It almost would have been good to have like a screaming face, like an actual like you guys can't see what I did, but you should understand. Like she should have like a terrified face or a yelling face instead of just a happy smiling face. But something also sort of works about her just having a loose head hanging around. All right, last but not least, we'll try to get this thing in the shot. So her microphone, actually that might not work, too far out, so here we go. Her microphone slash electromagnet wand lightning rod. So the top end looks like an old-timey microphone for radio or performances, and it's got WTREL? What is that? WTRI? Okay, interesting. Backside, just nicely weathered. Shiny. It's gonna be shiny. Alright, and here you've got a tiny robot face. That's kind of cool. Bunch of switches and crap. Looks like something Doc Brown made. Actually, all in all, it does look like something Doc Brown would have made. And they did wrap the handle, which is kind of cool. And then down here, actually, just looks like a stick, which is weird. Everything else looks like metal. That just looks like a stick. So either way, really cool, quote-unquote, weapon for her. So let's utilize some of this stuff. Okay, so there we go. Now she's decked out with her purse, the lightning rod microphone, and at least an eyeball rat, because this one was a little weird to try to get to sit in her hand. Let's see, I don't know if I can get her hand to tilt down a little bit more. Looks like it's just a little, yeah, there we go. Okay, I can go a tiny bit more. Make it sit a little bit nicer. Let's see here, hook it around her thumb, perhaps. There we go. Now she's face to face with the eyeball rat. So that looks pretty cool. The only thing that does suck is that the way they position the hand, there's no good way to get the rod to the ground to act like a walking stick. You know, like it's decently shy of the ground here. So that kind of sucks for that. But she does look fantastic. So let's bring in her quote-unquote hubby with Raphael. You always got to make him look like he's grabbing something, because that's the whole point. You know, he's like, "Urgh." And once again, I didn't bother to confirm since the Leonardo review on whether or not he came with pointing fingers. So I still have the pointing finger one I could do. Also, here's still the brain jar thing. I'm currently working on a thing for that Leonardo, so he's off screen for right now. Also, let's go ahead and bring in our regular April O'Neil, who definitely didn't totally fall over again, even though she's planted on an actual friggin' huge action base kind of stand here, so that she should stay vertical, right? So yeah, obviously the height difference is going to be due to the fact that this one is on a thing, but she's also got super thick shoes down here, and also I would argue thicker legs, but then again, that could just be because this one has quote-unquote bare legs, that one doesn't, and because this is the April that this is based on, not the down at the farmhouse April. This is the one I will use. So, you know, obviously the microphone thing, is it the same? The same, WTRL? Yeah, okay, so it's supposed to be an L, the L's just sort of faded in the thing. So it's pretty cool, you know. I kind of wish they had done a Casey Jones to go with her. I'm assuming they will down the line. I just don't know what they'll have him be. Like, he would have been a good Invisible Man, in my opinion, with the mask. He could do a few other things. Renfield, maybe. Maybe they'll do Dracula with him. I don't know how they'll mess it up. Actually, I still think Shredder Dracula would probably be the best for that, you know, because it'd be a movie Shredder. Oh, and then just for the heck of it, you know, bring in a normal Ninja Turtle for comparison. Let me see. Move her over here so you can see size-wise. Obviously, the Raphael one is a bit big, and, you know, still not happy with his legs. But either way, so it's a cool figure. It is. The only thing that sucks about it, well, one, they should have done some highlighting on the rats for their fur, because they are just one color. So that would be something I could probably pull off. Because I mean, look, they do ridiculous highlighting for the hair to get the different colors there. And also, I talked about it, but I didn't show it, the difference between the two different sides here. Come on, focus. There we go. So you can see much darker handle here. It's a very different looking weapon in general, paint wise. So, but the Universal Monsters line so far, like I said, I don't have Mikey just yet. I'm excited to get Mikey. I think he's going to be the best one so far. But NECA with their movie turtles, even their cartoon turtles, have been absolutely killing it. And now that they're taking real creative license and going this route, because they're doing the Universal Monsters line, so to actually get them doing Universal Monster Ninja Turtle figures is just freaking cool. Maybe they could do Casey as Dr. Frankenstein. I don't know, maybe. And find a way to integrate the mask to some degree. Yeah, she's freaking cool. Not gonna lie. So it's the first human version of a thing with this. So all right, guys, but go watch the rest of the NECA Ninja Turtle reviews if you want to. By all means, there's a good playlist for that. If you want to go check out the Raph or the Leonardo review, they're also up fairly recently. Dude, this purse, it looks badass. The chain needs some weathering. They got this weathering heavily done here, no weathering there. Something else I could probably do on my own if I needed to. Also, hold on, let's see if we can't get the climbing or the standing rat to sort of hang here. Like, it'd be cool if the tail would cooperate, but there's nothing to do with that. And there's nowhere to store the Psy. It doesn't go in her purse like the normal April does. So, oh well. But guys, that's it. I'll see you next time. And remember, as always, keep on nerding.